Okay, I had to cut that short because I thought somebody was walking up on me. Okay, so anyways, return to rental. Well, no, hold on. Before I to return to rental, I did something before that that is very integral to this story. And let me backtrack a little bit. So I went to Groundswell. Groundswell is a boutique that is cannabis boutique that is up the street from the Denver Biscuit Company, which anytime I hit Denver, I would definitely hit them. So I walk up the street to Groundswell, and I've been there before and enjoyed the experience. So I go to Groundswell, and not only do I pick up a vape, because at this point we're just doing add-on sales. I'm like, yeah, let me try that. Let me try that, with no regard to the fact that I have to get it back into my state. I'm just picking up shit at this point because, first of all, I am going nuts because the cost is so below what I am accustomed to donating in the DC area that I just want to buy as much as possible. It's equivalent to going to buy a American Apparel t-shirt. They have awesome t-shirts. You buy some V-neck in black because that's what you went for, but you end up buying multiple colors, right? Because you can't lose. So anyways, if you do that, you know, you buy multiples. So that's what I was doing because the cost was so, the cost was awesome. So anyway, I'm picking up shit, and this is the biggest disclaimer of this whole series of videos, is that I realized too that you're gonna have to bear with me through these videos because I am not being economical with words, and I realize that word economy is important doing videos, because how do I keep your attention, right? But also keep in mind too that I am slightly buzzed off my coffee, and I just pulled a couple of that Jack Herrera, so I'm in a different space right now. And what was an attempt to start off at maybe a 5-minute video, which I never believed that, by the way, is now going into a series of minimum probably about 6 videos before I even get to the point. Here we go. Oh, what's happening here? Siri is doing something. Anyway, so here's that disclaimer I was talking about. I have never indulged or tried an edible of any sort. Wait a second, I'm lying. I have. I made one myself with sausage, and this should have been now that I'm thinking about it, this should have been a red flag. I have had edible that I made myself. It was sausage. I made sausage patty with cannabis and for breakfast one morning, and it debilitated me for at least 48 hours, and I had to catch a flight out for work, and I was so zooted, so out of it, that I thought I might miss my work trip because I could not pull it together. And along with that, I remember being, for this instance with the sausage, being jumping and being extremely paranoid, and I feel like my hearing was very acute. Like I was hearing small things, and my senses were, and all that, I was like in a coma at the same time, and it was hard for me to move, and I couldn't get out of it. I mean, I eventually did, because missing this work trip was not an option, and so I did pull it together enough. But that would have been my first episode with edible that I made myself, and I did not know how to dose it because I was being experimental, and it ended up being a catastrophe. And I said to myself, I never want to feel that way again. All right, fast forward to last weekend.